Hello everybody, this is Bryce with Central Florida Dent Repair back again. I'm going to show you how we repaired this right rear door of a Cadillac XT4. I believe it's a 2019 model. No painting, no body work. The customer actually sent me this video, which was really helpful in determining if it was a good candidate. And after we determined it was a good candidate, we set up the in-person estimate to come out to her and finalize the estimate, and she agreed to set a date from there. And immediately looking at it, you can see right there is some clear coat damage, believe it or not. And typically how we address a little clear coat issue like that is we'll do a little bit of wet sanding and polishing just to kind of minimize the damage or get it as good as we possibly can get. And she was okay with living with the slightest little imperfection there. So now this area being circled actually was a concern for this customer because she was told by a few other technicians that do paintless dent repair in the area that was not possible to fix. And you know, folks, just do your research and you will find somebody that is able to repair this stuff at a high level. You know, experience really matters when it comes to really any kind of business out there. You know, if you look at people's portfolios, they really will kind of tell you what they're capable of doing. And that's what she basically relied on with this repair, is the fact that I was confident in the estimate when I was doing it for her, and she trusted in me that I could repair that portion of it for her. So she decided ultimately to go with my services. So no, this is not a picture of the final product. This is actually a picture of the left rear door on the other side of the vehicle. The reason I'm showing you a picture of this circled area is because I want you to see the styling line, how it's supposed to be. And I was using this as a reference, kind of bouncing back and forth as I was doing the repair because it was completely gone. It just didn't exist on the other side anymore because of the impact, and it served as a purpose for sure. And here we are starting the repair process using what's called a glue pulling system. This is essentially a plastic tab that's fused temporarily to the panel with hot glue. And the other glue that I'm using on this slide hammer that you're seeing here is actually a cold glue. So we have hot and cold glue systems that we're using here to kind of essentially work from the outside of the panel, keeping things minimally invasive so we don't have to go inside as much. Now we will eventually have to get behind the panel with paintless dent repair tools to further manipulate this metal, but we're going to show you that at a later point here. But right now what's going on is we are breaking the adhesion of the hot glue to the panel with some alcohol, and it comes off nice and safely and doesn't leave any residue on the panel or anything like that. It comes off nice and clean. And here we are taking the lower trim off the door to reveal a few access holes, nice factory access holes here. Even behind the weather strip you could see. We're going to take what we can get on that for sure, without having to take apart anything any further. Like typically the door trim on the or the door panel on the inside would have to come off in some cases, but I just honestly, if I don't have to do it, I'm not going to. And this was a scenario where we didn't have to actually take anything further apart. And the big moment of truth here is the final product. We had a really happy customer in the end. We actually did this in the parking lot of their workplace in a matter of hours. I think this repair was roughly about 10 hours for me. It came out fantastic and didn't have to paint their vehicle, didn't have to change anything about it. And we can all relate when we first purchase our brand new vehicle, we get it home, we're kind of overly protective of it. You try to shield it from any kind of damage that may occur, even like this. But just understand that paintless dent repair does exist, and if you can do it this way, it is the by far best route you can take for repairing your vehicle in terms of bringing it back to its original factory condition, keeping the original paint and parts intact. And we're essentially turning back time. So do your research, find a technician that's capable of doing repairs to a high level. Thanks again for watching. Have a great night.